And so I've been the chair there for 10 years now, maybe, I guess, a long time. I came on the board probably 12 years ago, and there was this guy, Tim Joy, that was there, and the organization wasn't really doing that well, and we had a lot of really great, really sincere, wonderful people, but it just wasn't happening. So Tim and I orchestrated a coup and overthrew the board, and established a lot of other good people that came in, many of whom I introduced here earlier today. But I get a lot of credit for the things that are happening at McRest, and some of that's deserved, but I'm just going to tell you, we got a wonderful staff. We're lucky to have April and committed people working for our organization. But in many ways, Tim is really the brains behind all of this. I hate to say that. I really hate to say it. But he comes from a different place than me, and he understands this business better than I. And so we work very much in concert. And John, this is what we need to get done, and this is why we need to do it. And so I spoke earlier today about this notion of the warming center coming unraveled, and Tim really took the lead on putting the warming center back together and working with the county. Came up with a budget of about $180,000, I believe, to run this program annually, and the county has committed a great deal of money to that program. How much has the county committed? $140,000. So we got to raise a few bucks to make it all happen. And then we found a church here in South Warren who's backstopping us on so we use the rotating church model, but when it's not working, the backstop, of course, is church here in Warren, Trinity Lutheran down on the south end of Warren. And Tim and the people from Trinity Lutheran up in Utica, Pastor Lou, put together a program. We met from the county and got this program kicked off, and so the warming center is actually up and running. And praise the Lord for that. Thank you. And thank you, Tim, for your leadership and being my friend, and I love you for all you do. I admire you a great deal. So there's a few people out there, that I really, say I want to be like that person, and I want to be like Tim. And so, really, what a committed person he is. God bless you, Tim. I remember I talked with Tim about, how he found his way to McRest, and he shared with me. He just went online, he was looking around, and said, "Hey, this looks like a good place to go. I think I'll go over there." And he did, and McRest has been the better for it, quite frankly. And so Tim and I have been talking about the new program for the warming center and the funds that we need to raise and get that kicked off. So I prevailed upon our good friends from Priority Waste, and they're going to make a commitment today to Motor City Mitten, which is the organization that is actually operating this whole piece for us. And so we have a check for you today. On behalf of Tim Joy, $5,000 to Motor City Mitten. So thank you, Priority Waste. As always, priority's always there everywhere. And thank you, Tim, for today. We really, really appreciate it. And so,